Good morning to you. It must be 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison, for another edition of Hardison's Tips on this Friday, the 4th day of September, as we enter the last quarter of 2020. We do tips once again to help out all of our brothers and sisters, whether you have major accounts, key accounts up and down the street, in home sales, or some of the traditional retail. But we do put some emphasis on automobiles. So today, what I wanted to cover, because you're going to work and trying to scurry and get ready, so we're not going to take up too much of your time. But while you're going out there today, I want you to think of this. Let's find a way to deprogram that nice guy sales approach. Now, hopefully I got your attention. You see, most people like to think of themselves as positive people. Positive, optimistic, hopeful people. Hope reigns supreme, or so the saying goes. Hope will even elect our new president this coming November. But as hopeful people, we are, as positive people and optimistic as we are, most people in the world harbor one big flaw with us Americans. And that is the vast majority of all people are more driven, more motivated, more motivatable by their pains, their problems, their fears than anything else that's on this planet. When we say we're positive, we're probably also liking to think that we are opportunity driven. And that's not always so. 70% or more of the population is more motivated to save, to prevent, to eliminate, to alleviate, to fix, or to stop something than anything else, which is why now is a good time to be in sales. See, if you are good at selling, that is, you are in the past versus the future in a position to move yourself forward with your thinking if you have a plan. You see, things are going to expand. We're going to figure out this COVID and we're going to take off. There's going to be lots of opportunity to everyone out there. Now, it didn't take a genius to make money. It only took showing up, coming together, and seeing if the process would work with the human capital, and they were, and it was a very successful venture. Nowadays, the acceleration is, how can I get some easy money? A lot of people are experiencing pain in all types of ways, which is good news for you, the salesperson. But you got to remember where we started. Here's why it's good for the salesperson. If you can articulate, listen, and throw back the pain that the guest that you're with, we call this a consultation, a needs assessment, having high gain question talk, conversation, whatever you want to call it. Now the people are going to give you what that real pain is. And since you're in the solution business, it'll be your job to solve the problem. And you can get this from the people that are at the tower. Team team solution selling. In other words, finance knows what finance is doing. You're not in that meeting. The new car manager is with the manufacturer rep about allocation. You're not in that meeting. Your GM, I guarantee, is in a marketing meeting about what's going to come out with strategy wise. You're not in a meeting. Use your team to make you be successful. All it takes is getting your guest to realize there is a pain. Now your job is to come up with a solution that will get them emotional because they can see themselves not going through that pain anymore. Getting them to feel their pain, you see, is like nothing else. When a person sees that that pain is going to be gone away, they're sick and tired of it, and you found a way to eliminate it completely. And no matter what the problem people have, people are afraid of having it happen to them day in and day out. People will do whatever they can to get rid of that pain. That's where you come in. Now, are there going to be people that won't tell you their full story? Sure, because there's something else. We always know that's behind it, but you work through that as professionals because we rationalize everything with logic. But once again, we do understand where they're at. So emotion is going to be a big part of it when that solution comes out. When you get people to do something that they don't want to do to feel their pain, something in this situation, spending the kind of money on the vehicle, they are going to love you when you find a way to create that right solution. And you'll find it. You can get people to feel their pain in an instant. You can get people to see that your solution will overcome that pain in that same short amount of time. You see, it's time to deprogram that nice guy selling approach. Start getting people primed. Don't miss the steps. And the step we're talking about now is asking high gain questions. And I'll end it with this. So many salespeople ask questions, but they do not recap with the guest what they're talking about. Let the guest hear that you were listening by saying, hey, you know what, Mr. Hardison? Let me make sure I'm having a good Friday. You said you needed because of this. It had to have this trim level because when you do those small little things right, the emotion starts to build up on the customer because they're starting to realize trusting you, respecting you as a professional you are. So have fun this Labor Day weekend. I hope you have a great opportunity to reach your short-term goals and dreams because people will be out looking for your product. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with a little bit of Hardison's tips on Friday, the 4th of 2020. And we do have a long Labor Day weekend. Wishing you, yours, your family, be safe, stay healthy, make it a champion day.